Silver Fern Farms Event Centre in Te Araha. Our second game of the day coming your way in this North Island A Schools tournament. Just reminding you, Jenny Woods and Hugh Bainan with the pleasure of being with you for these games. And thoroughly enjoyed the one we've just seen. Manukura 62-33 over Waihi College in the boys section of the draw. We're about to see Whangamata Area School versus Tararua in the girls section. Also coming after that later on, Te Araha versus Opunake High School, and then Tararua College, again Mercury Bay Area School, winds up the day. So Hugh, this is what we've got for you. This is the Whangamata Area School lineup.
Certainly is, and starting for them will be Bridget Moore, Helena Vaughan, Holly Taikato, Sienna Taikato and Taylor Taupaki. Suiting up for coach Gavin Johnson. Two schools who have never played each other before, so the unknowns coming at each other, which is great to see. And for Tararua College, based out of Paeatua, Holly Naruhe will start alongside Leah Poick, Ruby May, Naruhe, Sophie Oswald and Tofo Tuliafoa. For co-coaches, Justine Valois and Bonnie Scott. It'll be Whangamata Area School in the dark blue, going from right to left on your screen. And Tararua College in the white and light blue, going from left to right.
Whangamata already having played this morning. They had a loss to Manukura. Let's see how they go here against Tararua College.
Referee Paris Irwin lobs the ball up, and the tip is controlled by Whangamata.
So plenty of action going on here at Te Araha, as we mentioned earlier. If you were tuning into that broadcast, just 3 weeks ago, national basketball's cancelled, gone, like so many other sports due to COVID. Wow! To interrupt myself for that shot.
Holly Naruhe with the first points of the game, and it's a long bomb for Tararua College.
What I was getting to in a very long-winded fashion was the fact that just 3 weeks they've taken to get this tournament up and running here in Te Araha.
That's Bridget Moore missing for three. One to watch, I'm told. Jenny is Bridget Moore from Whangamata College with the skins sleeve on her right leg. Tough shot going up there from Whangamata, but they'll get the ball back after the offensive rebound. It's knocked out of bounds. Skipped each other last year at Nationals, did these two, by virtue of being in different sides of the draw. Here comes Tararua on the fast break. Kiss off the glass. And a roll in, and that's back-to-back buckets for Holly Naruhe. His older sister, Ruby May, is also in the side.
There's quite a few family connections in both these sides. Set of sisters and a cousin in Whangamata. That's all the Taikato family. And I guess that's what happens in these A schools, which of course are the smaller schools. So you get a lot of sisters and or brothers in action.
You certainly do if you're from the Taikato whānau. Manager Shona, who's managing the Whangamata Area School. Mother of 8 basketball playing kids, 2 of which are in this team today, along with cousin Holly. Wonderful volunteer of basketball in the Whangamata area is Shona Taikato. Here are Whangamata. Sienna Taikato finding Bridget Moore for 3. Just off the front iron, but a nice looking shot.
It was a nice looking shot. But back come Whangamata. No luck that time for Bridget Moore. Here's Tararua.
Nice pass.
Oh, nicely done.
Holly Naruhe to her older sis, Ruby May. So it's all Naruhe's on the scoreboard so far in this game. 7 points coming from the two sisters. Powerful drive through the lane from Taylor Taupaki. Just couldn't get the finish. And away come Tararua College. Pass under the hoop, and there's Naruhe again. This time too much on the layup. show and go there from Whangamata, and will result in a trip to the line for Taylor Taupaki.
You can see Coach Bonnie Scott down on the sideline. She just moved out of shot now. For Tararua College.
Taupaki makes the first point on the board for Whangamata Area School. And makes it 2 from 2 from the charity stripe. Collapsing defence. Naruhe will go for another 3-pointer, looking to go 2 from 2. Misses that one. Rebound from Taupaki. Bridget Moore showing off her handles. Good steal though there, Holly Naruhe. Slight miscommunication. Away come Whangamata. Fast break. Just off balance there with the layup, and it just rolled off the rim.
You got the feeling nothing too much was going to get in the way there of Ruby May Ngaruhe. She gets the foul. A chance for 2 more.
Misses them both, and Holly Takato comes down with the rebound. That's Bridget Moore. Strides round the defence, finishes off the glass. She'll go the line for 1 more. Great move from Bridget Moore. Certainly turned a few heads already, has Bridget Moore in this tournament. Many an opposing coach making plans for her if they have to come up against her towards the pointy end. Defense just opened up there for Tofu Tuliafoa. She took full advantage.
Yes, I was just about to say the score narrowing, but that was pretty easy for Tararua College then. 9-4 they lead.
There's more for 3 from the wing. Down it goes.
Well, that's the way you close the score, isn't it? Or close the margin. Suddenly, just 2 points in it.
Miles Pearce, head coach of Manukura, saying best you can do is try and keep her quiet, Bridget Moore. You're not going to shut her down completely. Good offensive ball from Tararua College. And that's Sophie Oswald, who finishes off with a little left-hand baby hook. It's an issue with the clock there, so referee Whangamata Halata just resetting things, and we're back underway.
Oh, gosh. It was great defense from Sophie Oswald, basically just stood her ground.
She's shaped to shoot, instead drives and kisses it off the glass. There's Afa Tuliafa.
Lovely soft hands as she went up.
There's Moore putting up a 3 in transition with a hand in the face. Can't get it to go. Here comes Naruhe. Fouled as she got the pass off.
Yeah, nice little bounce pass in. Couldn't capitalise though. Away comes Moore. Will she take them on? Yes, she will.
Good defence there. Leah Powick. Here they come the other way, Tararua College. Toliafoa getting her own rebound, just resetting things. 10 on the shot clock, she drives, good defence. Another rebound for Toliafoa, and this time she gets the foul.
Plenty of action in this game.
Stick-to-itiveness, as Casey Frank would say. On display there from Tafao.
Oh, that's a new one for the dictionary.
Yeah, I'm not entirely sure it's a word, but I never,
well, I think it is.
never like to correct him because he's bigger than me.
That's right.
Called her own mess there. A bit off to the right. 13-7, just over halfway through the first quarter here. More basketball to come this evening. Great offensive rebound. Two of them, in fact, and eventually get it to go to Tararua College through Sophie Oswald. Extend their lead to 15-7.
That was a nicely timed cut through the key. Couldn't make the basket count, though. Here comes Ngaruhi.
Both of them, the Ngaruhi sisters, combining nicely, just not getting to drop. Bridget Moore showing off those handles. Beautiful round the back move. She brought the ball out of defence. All tied up. And then all helped up as well.
Yes, nice bit of sportsmanship. That's what you want to see at tournaments like this, isn't it? I think most of these players, I was listening to a few of them talking out in the hallway before, they're just so pleased to be playing.
Great cut, but better late than never on the defensive side. Holly Taikato with a block from behind. Bridget Moore, three in transition, can't get it to go. Another rebound for Ruby May Ngaruhi. Finds her sister. And that pass just a little bit errant.
Leah Powick just couldn't get down for that one. She's fast, but speed wasn't the problem. 15-7 Tararua over Whangamata. Tararua fresh today. They haven't had a game yet. Still looking for their first win, though. They had a loss to Manakura and to Te Kura Kokiri yesterday. Certainly looking good at the moment. Early stages, though.
Foul called there. Whangamata will get the ball from the sideline. They'll be shooting two. Just might have ticked over into team fouls. Rebound there, excuse me, for Leah Powick. Made the secondary school tournament team in 2019. Oh, well kept in. There's Ngaruhi. Scoops it up there, can't get it to go. Rebound for Bridget Moore, and she'll confidently bring it up court with that round the back move of hers.
I love watching players like that. It's almost as though they've just got so many skills. You know, they've got to show them, got to use them.
Great offensive rebound. There's Taikato there. Gets the put back point. Sorry, Topaki, I should say. Taylor Topaki. Another two for her. There's Powick up with the left hand. A bit too strong. Rebound though. Again, too strong.
Well, that pass was so good. It deserved better in a way from those shots, but
Bridget Moore, she puts the ball around her back like a magician.
well, that's pretty magical.
Sienna Taikato with her first 2 points of the contest. Powick sets the screen. Too much on the shot, but another offensive rebound, and this time a foul drawn as well. Sophie Oswald, another standout scorer at the secondary school champs last year. will make her way to the charity stripe with a heavily bandaged left knee and some Where's Wally socks.
Where is Wally? He's been missing for a long time.
Yeah, he has. Wills it in and is rewarded.
Nice little touch there. And here come Whangamata again.
Through the legs.
This woman.
Twice there, Bridget Moore. There's some elite handles out there as more. 2-on-1 potentially here. Naruhe crossover of her own. There's Poet calling for some help. Instead skipping through. Not too strong on the layout. And eventually it comes away in the dark blue of Whangamata. Good defensive move there, but a little bit too much movement there from Ruby May Naruhe, who's called for the blocking foul. She tried to draw a charge.
So that scoreline closes up a little more, 16-12. Tararua still in lead position.
Good work on the rebound.
Yeah.
Naruhe. For driving, puts out the floater and kisses it off the glass for 2 points. Strong quarter from foul, Tolia Foa.
You know, it's interesting to think, isn't it, that this Tararua side, they've been beaten twice, but, you know, and yes, that's true, but the second loss to Kura Kokiri, it was 1 goal, 66-67, beaten by a 3-point buzzer beater. So just saying they've had 2 losses doesn't, I guess, paint the whole picture.
Rebound from Oswald. There's Poet. Hesitation in the air. To put the defender off, she gets her 2 points. Classic finish there, Leah Powick. 15 seconds to go in this first quarter. Can Whangamata finish on a high? Trail by 8. Don't get the drives. She can't get it to go. Can she get her own board? She can. 3 seconds on the clock. She has to go up. That's a heavy block and it's a foul.
Well, she did well, didn't she? The smallest player, totally surrounded by a forest of taller ones.
That's Masi Taikato. One of 3 Taikatos out there for Whangamata. It's a helpful bounce. Can't get a second to go. Tararua will have 0.6 of a second to get the ball up court.
So what do you do with 0.6 of a second?
Yeah, heave it up from halfway.
That's what you try. Generally, perhaps a bit better than that, but never mind. Good first quarter for Tararua College. We go to the break. They're leading 20-13 over Whangamata. Quarter time here at Te Aroha, 2013. Tararua College leading Whangamata area school. There's the Whangamata coach, Gavin Johnson. And he will be, well, he won't be displeased with them, will he? Because, yes, okay, they're trailing, but only 7 points. And they've done some nice play.
Absolutely. Bridget Moore, who you see sitting on the right of your screen, clearly a lot goes through her in this team with the rest of the team playing off her. She's had some great looks that just haven't dropped, and that's just basketball sometimes. Shooters keep shooting. That's how they get out of any particular funk. I'm sure he'll be telling you just to keep doing what you do best. And for Tararua, it's just a case of more of the same. They've looked great offensively. Some strong drives and some good offensive rebounding.
It's good to see plenty of chat there on that bench too. Justine Valois on the left, kneeling down. One of the coaches, Bonnie Scott, on the right, having her say as well. And if you're wondering where Tararua College is, it's at Pahiatua, I guess lower North Island. Teams from all over the sort of, well, middle North Island area really, aren't they?
Sort of on the Manawatu Hawke's Bay border, that area?
Yep.
Tararua is a district, encompasses the likes of Dannevirke as well. Beautiful part of the country. As is Whangamata, where I was last weekend.
I'm coming to the, yes, I think there's just about, where isn't beautiful in this country? We're very fortunate. And on that happy note, second quarter starts 2013. Tararua leading at the moment. Whangamata in the blue.
Pulling up from the free throw line, a little bit off to the right. Good hustle though, offensively. And there's a rebound from her cousin, Holly Taikato, but good steal though. Jay Parker into the game. Oswald back to Naruhe, combining nicely and finishing well.
Yeah, good team play, isn't it, between the Tararua players.
Steps back into a three-pointer. It's off to the left though. Good offensive board. They go back to Moore, who steps through, tries to fight for the contact. She's fouled by Leah Powick, and she'll go to the line for two. She doesn't seem to be moving 100%. Bridget Moore, who obviously they've played a few games already in the last 2 days. A lot of basketball. She clearly shoulders a heavy load for this team as well.
Yes, I can't imagine she spends a lot of time on the bench.
Can't get the free throws to go. Rebound by Oswald. And away come Tararua from Leah Powick. She steps and scoops up with the right. She's fouled. She'll go to the line for two more. Last weekend, Jenny, and I and my team finished a respectable 15th out of 16th at the RSA quiz night.
That's not 15 out of 16.
Yeah, we didn't do very well. Very well attended quiz night, I might say.
Yes, quiz night's good fun. Were there many basketball questions?
None.
Which is really that was your problem.
Brought in by my in-laws to help the team.
I don't get invited to quiz teams anymore because I always think I know the answer, and then of course my answer is quite wrong.
Taikato for three from the top, and down it goes. Sienna Taikato for Trey. Tararua, good hand from Sienna Taikato again. This is all tied up. Position area going the way of Tararua.
Wow, charming smile too. Why wouldn't you give the ball
to Toliafoa? Referees. One way of doing it.
Always pays.
Here she is shooting the three from the corner. Draining it as well. Might have just been a two-pointer actually.
She's been impressive so far in this game. Tofo Toliafoa.
Taikato drives, slings it up with the right hand. Toliafoa gets the rebound this time. She's doing a bit of everything for her school. Oswald driving, foul, and she went up for the left-handed layup, so she'll go to the line to shoot two.
Got a healthy 10-point lead at the moment, Tararua. Can it be extended here by Oswald?
younger sister is also a part of the Tararua College team. Don't get the free throws to go. Bridget Moore.
Oh,
she
how
goes
did
through
she
contact.
get? That's amazing. She did very well to get that shot away.
Yeah.
Closes the gap. Oh, just standing there.
Beautiful move and a lovely pass. Oswald with the finish. Starting to see why Leah Poet was part of the all-tournament team last year at the Nationals. Bridget Moore just unashamedly steps into a contested three-pointer and drains it off the backboard.
It's looking a little bit like Tararua versus Bridget Moore, isn't it, at the moment? But there's a pickup.
Also
Elena Vaughan.
This girl, Sienna Taikato. She steps into a three-pointer from the wing off the back iron. Rebounded by Naruha. We come Tararua. It's Leah Poick. Taliafoa trying to get her on a three-point party. Denied entry the first time. Will she go for a second? Skips through. Hits her own rebound again.
Still smiling.
Just says I'm running all over the place as well. He gets back on defense. They're self-critiquing mid-game.
Yeah, commentator in the making.
Yeah. Bridget Moore drives, finishes. She is a danger out there, that's for sure.
Once again, the scoreline closes up. Timeout called by Whangamata, I think.
Tararua, I believe it
Tararua.
was. Probably going to sit down and try and devise a way to slow down Bridget Moore.
Well, the margin's down to 5, 28-23, largely through the efforts of Bridget Moore. Bonnie Scott having plenty to say. Of course, Tararua, you'll see more of them later today. We're televising their last game, which is against Mercury Bay Area School. That's Whitianga. Sister school in a way, I suppose, geographically anyway, to Whangamata, just up the coast a little bit.
Bit of rivalry there.
A little bit of rivalry. Well, apparently they're great mates.
Sure.
That's what they say.
Until the buzzer goes.
Yes.
And then it's all on.
Well, I think they played each other yesterday. Indeed,
Before
they did.
that,
And
later tonight.
well, Whangamata beat them by 2 points. Apparently it was payback. Because
really?
Mercury
Sounds
Bay...
like a rivalry.
Well, that's right.
Jenny.
Mercury Bay had beaten them in the Thames Valley Champs earlier, a couple of weeks ago. So redemption was what Whangamata was calling it.
That game's at 7:30 tonight. Tararua College against Mercury Bay Area School. Before that, and from the boys' division, Te Araha College against Opanaki High School. Unbeaten Te Araha College on their home patch.
Yeah, that'll be something to look forward to.
Tararua College running off the ball in both directions.
Oh, what a great move.
And it's Ruby May Naruha who finishes it. That's exactly what you want to see as a coach out of a timeout. Run the play to perfection, you get rewarded with 2 points. Sienna Taikato for 3. Can't get it to go. Rebound Oswald. And the way they come through, Leah Poick. Leah for 3. That's off to the left. Point game, approaching halfway through the second quarter. Here's Bridget Moore. Moore for 3, deep 3, can't get that to go. There's a bit of ball movement from Whangamata. It wasn't just a walk up and shoot a 3. She found herself a bit more space. Welcome Tararua conjure up at this end. Sharp entry pass. Taliafoa drives into a wall of Whangamata players. Floater can't drop from Sophie Oswald.
foul against Ruby May Ngauruhi. I guess representing that they've realised that Bridget Moore's a danger.
At least they fouled her before she could get the shot up. Having said that, she got the ball from the inbound to take the shot. Can't get it to go though.
No look pass. Easy, but she misses it. So opportunity missed there for Tararua. Just got a bit cold halfway through the second quarter. Oh yes, that ball, it just hung in the air like forbidden fruit.
Does well. Get back.
Oh, well done.
Again. Oh, it's changing possessions left, right, centre here, but eventually calmed down by Whangamata. There's Taikato, Sienna Taikato, just enough on that shot. And Oswald comes away with it. Poet fires it out to Holly Nadure, who shoots from mid-range. Back of the rim, another rebound for Oswald.
Off the foot.
Kick ball though. It will be Whangamata ball.
So no, that neither side, just in the last few moments, managing to get it through the hoop. Whangamata build again. Oh, fortunate.
Jade Kiwi just getting her hands on the ball. It's more double teamed. Rightly so, and they come away with it with Tararua. Oli Naruhei, well defended by Sienna Taikato. Here's her young sister Masi. Gets it poked away.
Yeah, that was a good hand from Oswald. Disrupting the flow for Whangamata. And it'll be Tararua again.
There's two Oswalds in the game now. As young Katie Oswald checks in alongside her older sister. The other sisters as well. Here she is, Katie. Drops it off to Poet, who fires from baseline on the mid-range. Poet this time for three, too much on that. Who's going to come away with that one? Katie Oswald. 2 rebounds already to her name. Poet this time.
Yes.
To the elder Oswald, and down it goes. Well, patient offense, good offensive rebounding, and well rewarded for Tararua College on that trip down the floor.
Oh, good hustle from Poet.
Put off her shot just enough there by Taylor Tobaki, who does well and then earns a foul. The timeout has been called, I believe, by Whangamata Area School. It has, just confirmation there.
It took a little while for the message to get through, but the players come in. 32-23, Tararua over Whangamata. Well, this game, it opened with a real hiss and a roar. It's calmed down a little bit now. I guess both sides sizing each other up, each wanting to get the better of the other, obviously.
I think a bit of fatigue coming in as well. I think we said we started so frenetically, then...
It's interesting, isn't it? Talking to some of these teams, like some have bigger squads than others. I was talking to one yesterday, and of course they had been bitten by the fact that it is the school holidays, and shock horror, some families wanted to go away and their players weren't available. So
well, normally we have months and months to plan because the date for the Nationals is set, whereas this was a week in the making, essentially. So you're right, if you get your trip to the snow planned or whatever, then...
Well, I guess if it's not one thing, if it's not COVID, it's going to be another, isn't it? That's going to muck around your plans this year. So I think the year of disruption. Just over 2 minutes remaining in this second quarter, 32-23. Whangamata with possession and with some work to do.
It's Taikato to Taikato on the inbounds. To cousin Taikato. We've got all three of them on the court right now. Sienna drops it in. And there's Jake Kiwi from the baseline. Just puts it up. Another rebound. Sophie Oswald. Poet. Not afraid to put the ball up, neither is Toliafoa. She gets rewarded for this time. Toliafoa.
She makes it look so easy, so casual.
Bit of trouble there. Taikato, and she smiles as she runs away. She got it to go.
Oh, that one. Even more casual, just about.
Poick for three. Off the front eye, who's going to come over with that rebound? Smart work there. Under the hoop from Masi Taikato. Katie Oswald this time driving. She's in the trip to the line.
Congratulated by Toliafoa. Good work, sucking the foul.
One of the younger players in the team is Katie Oswald at the line. She makes her first. Something we haven't seen too much of so far today, Jenny. You can see the fundamentals being worked on in the Oswald family, rebounding and free throws. Probing along the baseline, finding Taikato, just can't get it to go. Come away with the rebound though. To Whangamata. Shovel pass. Out to Sienna Taikato, but that doesn't go. Away comes Tararua, slinging it up the court. Up goes the shot from mid-range. Rebound from Holly Taikato, who finds her cousin Sienna. She'll bring it up. No Bridget Moore on the floor right now for Whangamata. As Holly Taikato puts up the floater and down it goes. Smart move. Up it goes on the buzzer from Katie Oswald, and that'll do it for the first half.
It's all over. It's 2 quarters down. It is Tararua leading Whangamata Area School 36-27.
Tukaha.
It means stand strong to the great challenges we face. To stand strong with our brothers and sisters.
With our families and our communities.
With our supporters.
With those who lift us up to take on the world.
It's the name of our haka.
Tāringa whakarongo ki Aomori.
Stand strong.
Stand with us.
Tukaha, New Zealand.
Putting on the black singlet was a dream come true. I've dreamt about playing for New Zealand since I was a little girl.
Very nervous, but also very proud, you know. It's a huge thing.
Representing all of those at home, all of those that have helped you, getting you to all those early morning trainings, feeding you all that dinner.
You know, we're used to punching above our own weight, so I think we try to incorporate that in practice and just go as hard as we can on the court and off court. It's all love.
On the court, you know, we've always got each other's backs, but if we need to hold each other accountable, we will. And then off the court, same thing. We're still a family, got each other's backs, and obviously it's a bit more fun. I think
Basketball was such an appealing sport to me, seeing the pathways to the US. So I remember growing up looking at Zara Jillings and Penina Davidson and seeing what they were doing. So I've always wanted to head over to the States, not only to live the basketball dream, but to get a degree, to see a different side of the world and to learn a different style of play.
It's just good to be out here with the younger kids and give back to the game, because we're here to kind of inspire the youth of New Zealand, and especially all the girls out here. It's great to see you know, them all having fun and just spreading the love of the game. Basketball has given me so much. I mean, it's given me the Torfers. I mean, you know, it's given me friends for life. It's given me a family.
It's the opportunity for me to have received a really great education in America. So now I'm able to get my undergraduate degree and a master's degree.
The opportunity to travel to, you know, Japan, Taiwan, all those places.
Playing the sport I love, still playing with the Torferns.
The opportunities are one of the best part of being, you know, Torfern and being a part of basketball.
I'd love for the younger ones to be like, oh my gosh, I want to be a part of that someday. Obviously there's so many people wanting to play basketball, but if that's something that they're aspiring to be like, that would be awesome too.
I think New Zealand's known as such a sporting nation, and the basketball scene is growing so rapidly that I want the Torferns to be something these young kids are aspiring to. So they want to say, I grew up to be an All Black, but I grew up to be a Torfern. And for them right here to come out and practice and say, like, yeah, I love basketball. This is a fun sport, a sport I can be with my friends, a sport where I see a lot of opportunity and a lot of pathways. Because at the end of the day, basketball can take you places, and so the Torferns is a great route for that.
For me, I'm just super proud every time I step out onto the court, knowing I'm wearing that black singlet, because as a Torfern, you've got a lot of pride, and playing for your country, having your sisters' backs. Definitely proud to wear that singlet every time I step out on the court.
Half-time here at Te Araha at the Silver Fern Farms Event Centre. 36-27 it is. Tararua at the moment leading Whangamata Area School. Tararua on the left of your picture in the white strip.
And they're having a great time. It's all laughs and giggles over at the Tararua huddle. A few waves there from Whangamata Area School.
Oh, they must just be so enjoying this. For so long, thinking that they wouldn't be having anything, and having not played much sport this year, then they get this week, and that's a great do from Sophie Oswald. Here all up on top, but you're right, they do look a happy bunch. They look a happy bunch on court too. They've got some nice combinations.
Certainly going well for them in this one, but Whangamata by no means out of it. The last 4 or 5 minutes was clearly Bridget Jones' free area, giving Bridget Moore, I should say.
I didn't realise Bridget Jones was a basketballer.
Bridget Moore having a break on the bench. I'm sure we'll see more of her in the second half as Coach Gavin Johnson is talking to her right now.
And certainly at the moment it looks as though he's concentrating on her alone. But they did all right, because, you know, she wasn't on court for the last sort of, you know, well, few minutes of that second quarter. They scored, they held their own. They're only down by, well, they're down by 9. But that is eminently catchable as they come in for the huddle before coming out for the second half. Refs waiting for them. Paris Irwin, Whangamata Harahap. Chatting away there, Bonnie Scott going through her starting 5. And Tararua take the court as well. Whangamata will have possession. 36-27, Tararua leading.
Bridget Moore calling the play just before the inbounds come. Here it is.
What do you think? Is it a signal? Is it a number? Is it a special code?
Must be a number, I imagine. Maybe her plays numbered 1 through to 5 or 6. 5 was the call as Moore drives. Can't get the floater to go. It's kept in, but only as far as Holly Taikato. She finds her cousin. Sienu can't get it to drop. Another offensive ball, this time by Jay Kiwi. Make that 3 offensive balls in this drive. No reward though for Whangamata. And Tararua come the other way. Great pass there from Leah Poick. Sophie Oswald just couldn't get the ball to drop. Perfectly timed duck there from Taylor Topaki. It's Taikato for 3. Siena this time.
So first points of the second half to Whangamata. Close it down to 6.
Playing off her bigs really nicely today, but just loses the handle that time. Holly Taikato brings it up the other way. She's trapped on the sideline. Good defense there. Looks like it's going to be Tararua ball. It is a foul called. Great defensive trap.
Yep, goes against Whangamata. Good work, Tararua.
Not entirely back on defense right now, Whangamata. Can Tararua make them pay? Naruhe for 3 off the back of the iron. Gets her a rebound, drives, then up it goes again. Again off the back of the rim.
Kiwi again with the rebound. Gosh, she hasn't got a lot of height, Jade Kiwi, but she certainly gets in.
Again off the back of the rim for Holly Naruhe. She'll be waiting for it to drop. Well, this time it does. 4th time a charm for Holly Naruhe. They stuck to it beautifully. Siena Taikato running downhill. Just keeps the handle. Stays in bounds. Bridget Moore, she'll step into a 3-pointer. Too strong.
Oh, here comes Powick.
Good defense.
Oh, great D. Holly Taikato.
Here's Siena, her cousin, the other end for 2 off the board. 6-point game, 7.5 to go in the 3rd quarter. Naruhe steps into a 3-pointer, can't get it to go. Rebound eventually by Bridget Moore. She's got some open court, but Sophie Oswald chasing her. Can she keep it in?
Oh, great skills to keep that ball alive.
3 from the corner. Can't get it to go. Taikato with the rebound. Kiwi
oh, Kiwi again.
There's a Tom Brady pass up the court. And that has touched no one on its way through, so it will be Whangamata area school ball.
I couldn't believe I heard the other day Tom Brady's still playing. I thought he'd retired. Not basketball, I hasten to add.
He's moved teams, which is, so he doesn't play for New England anymore. He plays for Tampa Bay, but yes,
talking
still going,
NFL
42
here.
years old.
Incredible.
Siena Taikato from the elbow puts it up and down it goes for 2. Strong start to this 3rd quarter from Whangamata.
Well, this is getting interesting. Just 4 points in it now, 38-34. Tararua still in the lead, but it's Whangamata making the move.
Foul called there after a probing drive from Toliafoa. Short inbounds from the sideline as the subs come in. Ruby May Naruhe making her way onto the court with Caddy Oswald for Tararua. There is Caddy Oswald. The long 2 goes up. There's nothing on that one.
I heard that referred to the other day as an untroubled shot.
Bridget Moore running into somewhat too much trouble there. And there's Holly Naruhe the other way for 2. Kiwi into some tall timber. Manages to retain possession though. Siena Taikato for 3.
Yeah, just misjudged by Oswald. So turnover ball. Another chance for Whangamata to mount an attack. Only trail by 6.
Just took her off the ball there. Kiwi just tossed it up. Sometimes guilty, I think, Whangamata of shooting off balance early in the shot clock when a little bit of patience might go a long way. observation, I think, just had by the coach at the same time as he just has a chat to some of the players as they walk past. Sienna Taikato, she's been instrumental so far. She tucks the ball under her arm. Again, just running into a bit of trouble early in the shot clock. Here's Ruby May Naruhi running downhill, finds her sister. Holly kisses it off the glass for 2 points. Getting through their work well are the Naruhi sisters. Holly Taikato thinks about shooting the three. Good hand though. Toliafoa. She's managed to get possession back for her team. Leah Powick, thought about shooting, instead skips through. Oh, put a pass where a pass wasn't expected.
Yes, I don't think Toliafoa was thinking that was coming her way.
Holly Taikato, she's trapped in the corner by Tararua. She needs a bit of help. There's none coming, so it's going to be a jump ball. The possession arrow going the way of Whangamata, and a timeout has been called by Gavin Johnson, the head coach of the Whangamata area school. He wants to talk it over and probably talk about a little bit more patience offensively, I'd suggest.
So 42-34. I mean, it got down to a 4-point game. That margin has doubled out to 8 points now. Just over 4 minutes left in the third. Whangamata showing, though, they're by no means out of it. But you just get the impression sometimes that when they want to, Tararua can put their minds to it and score.
And the things that got Whangamata back into this game, they've kind of moved away from a bit. And that was good ball movement and good off-the-ball movement as well on offense. Has been replaced by early shots and almost kind of wild slings up at the basket. Just a one game happening in the gym at the moment, so there's an eerie silence, isn't there? Of course, we can hear the team talks almost from here.
That's right. It's been a busy 3 days of basketball, though. We had a full day yesterday, and it is a full day today. There's a couple of gaps. That's all there is today, and, of course, playoffs and finals tomorrow. And whether or not any of these teams feature in the finals remains to be seen. For now, 42-34. Tararua leading. Whangamata in the blue. Coming out now.
Bridget Moore finding Masi Taikato, I should say, who finds her sister Sienna, throws up the three, and down it goes. What a start out of the timeout for Whangamata. Taikato's combining nicely, and the Naruhis do it at the other end. Sophie Oswald, back out to Ruby May Naruhi. The three's a little bit off, rebounded by Taylor Tobaki. Here comes Sienna Taikato. Little sister Masi to her right. Here she is. Striding through, bumped into by her own player. It will be Whangamata ball.
Tararua certainly finding Whangamata hard to shake off. Margin just 5.
4 for 3. Too much on that one.
Oswald finds Powick.
Katie Oswald for 3. A little bit short. Good rebound.
Oh,
Great
nice steal, Powick. Yes, I wonder if she just thought that Naruhi was going to come in on that pass.
Five-point game. After a strong start out of the timeout. Good timeout to call from Coach Gavin Johnson. Right-handed hook shot goes up. Sienna Taikato, but it doesn't drop. And away comes Tararua. Yeah, Powick, oh, great crossover. Good defense there.
He had great D.
Taylor Topaki just stepping across, getting in the way. Katie Oswald having to fight through another Taylor Topaki outstretched arm. A couple of defensive possessions from the number 6 at Whangamata. There's Powick with 7 on the shot clock. Has to go up, and it does. Katie Oswald with 2 points.
Can't help but feel Leah Powick starting to be, even, show or wield a little bit more influence in this Tararua side as the game goes on. There she is, number 5.
Sienna Taikato for 3.
Great reply. We're back to 4 points.
6 points in quick succession. That girl there. Powick puts it on the floor, drives in, puts up the right-handed floater, and down it goes. Moore hands it off to Taikato. She finds some space and fires up another 3. This one a little bit too strong. Rebounded by Oswald. And away come Tararua. Colina Ruhe tosses it up.
That was a strong rebound. Oswald.
There's Powick.
Well, I'll tell you what she's described, isn't she, in the notes, as a standout scorer. She is living up to that bill at the moment. Leah Powick. Oh, great pass.
Find her cousin, just a little bit too much on it, and Masi Taikato goes careering into the bench.
As long as she's all right.
She's up, just readjust the bag, smile on the face, and back onto the court.
Seat's all right.
Mum shown her on the bench. Have a laugh. Nice crossover again from Powick. Good ball movement, and it's Ruby May. Aduhe puts it up. That's her sister Holly who gets the offensive ball and the putback bucket. Bridget Moore walking up into a 3-pointer and just rattling it in. She makes it look easy, doesn't she?
48-43. Tararua hanging on to this lead. It's almost as though both sides have sort of suddenly woken up and are now scoring again.
Oswald for 3 from the wing, rebounded by her older sister Sophie. And this Powick stepping in a little bit of trouble. She is fouled. She'll go to the line to shoot 2. Under 30 seconds to go in this third quarter.
That's the one.
Good steal.
Yeah, what a great combination from the Ngaruhi family.
Powick with a nice shovel pass.
Finished.
Katie Oswald who puts it away.
Well, this is a strong finish to this quarter from Tararua.
Can they get a shot up? Right-handed sky hooky swing.
That's what they've done. So they've done it really well, haven't they? That smother defence, just giving the Whangamata players no options. So that is
near the sideline. They're just trapped out there, aren't
they? They are, and that's the end of the third quarter. It is Tararua leading Whangamata 54-43. Just one quarter remaining in this game, 53-43. Tararua over Whangamata. I think that's probably just about one of the biggest margins of this game. Because it's really, well, it was 4 for a lot of that third quarter before, and probably responsible, that woman in the middle of your picture now, Leah Powick, went on a bit of a spree.
Well, they threatened to get back into it. Well, they did get back into it, Whangamata. But Tararua just turned it on, as you said, Jenny. Threatened to have that ability to turn on when they really need to. That's exactly what they did down the stretch of the third quarter. And they find themselves with a 10-point lead, 10 minutes to go.
But looking at those players on that bench, you know, they've all got something to offer, haven't they? Oswald's the Ngaruhi sisters, Toliafoa. She was very impressive in the early stages of the game. So lots of threats there from Tararua and Whangamata. Well, the coach, Gavin Johnson, he'll be hatching a plan to eat away at these 10 points, get them back in the game.
Girl there, number 8, Bridget Moore, will certainly be a key to it. If her shot can start dropping, they'll be in good stead to fight their way back into this game. 10-point deficit, 10 minutes to go. Certainly doable. Sienna Taikato, who will control possession. She hands it off to Moore. And it goes to Holly Taikato for 3. A little bit too much on that one. Away come Tararua. Good steal. Topaki, his bodies go careering to the ground. Everyone's up and good. Away we go. Travel called there on Katie Oswald. A little bit of happy feet. And let's see what Whangamata have conjured up in that three-quarter break. A long three-pointer from Sienna Taikato doesn't go, but her younger sister gets the rebound. She drives and throws up a speculative shot. To Ruby May Nadahi, finds her sister Holly. Patient pump fake, and a nice finish off the glass.
Yeah, she's shown some nice examples of patience in this game.
There's more, go around a couple of screens from her teammates, and she puts the 3 up from the wing, and she drains it as well. Bridget Moore for 3.
That helps.
Powick just slings it past through a gap that no one was, and it will be Whangamata ball.
Well, this game being played in pretty good spirit, isn't it? Plenty of smiles, plenty of laughs.
Moore hands it off to Taikato. Here's Holly Taikato for 3. Off the front iron, she's been unlucky with her shots today.
Oh, just a little bit too much on that pass. They have some great vision, though, these young players. See the gaps.
Moore. Well, they're daring her to shoot that 3 from the top, and she does. This time it doesn't go. Katie Oswald corrals the rebound. Away come Tararua.
Well, that was an example of that beautiful looking down, running on.
Taikato with the pass to Topaki. He'll go the line to shoot 2.
So still anyone's game.
Substitutions happening as Tafo Toliafoa comes back into the game for Ruby May Naruhe. Too much on the first free throw. Takarida to go.
Yeah, nice screening from the Tararua players.
There's Holly Naru for an easy 2 points. Good find from Toliafoa. Here comes Sienna Taikato, who's been tireless in her efforts for Whangamata. She's fouled at the elbow, so she'll shoot 2 from the line.
Poick the foul up.
She makes her second. 11-point game. Can Leah Poick add to that lead? She fires it inside to Sophie Oswald, who does well to get it out the air. Finds her sister Katie. Gets her own rebound. Up it goes again. This time it's Sophie with the rebound. Holly Naduha for 3, and down it goes. They got there in the end with the 3-pointers. Good hustle on the offensive boards.
Well, it's never deviated, did it? That ball straight through.
Bridget Moore putting on the ground, finding Sienna Taikato for 3. That's her third
Well,
three-pointer
that's how you
of the
reply.
game. Need to combine that offense with some defensive stops. Do Whangamata want to get their way back into this game as Poick drives on the baseline. Nice pass to Sophie Oswald, who finishes for 2. Taikato saw a gap in the lane, drove straight down it, and earned herself a trip to the charity stripe. So the referee's just having a chat at the school bench, which is being manned by some students from Te Araha College, some players for Te Araha College. Just trying to get things right on the scoreboard in the arena.
It's good to see, though, isn't it? Because we were talking before about, you know, great to see the young refs and all that sort of thing. But, I mean, you need the administration side, you need the score bench side, and you all need that to be growing, developing, to support the game. It's a big part of the game.
It's all hands on deck, as it should be. Wonderful hosts, the Te Araha Basketball Association, for this tournament.
So Leah Poick now, I think, calling her players in, just saying, well, look, let's have a little bit of a chat.
They're heading back to their benches as the Brains Trust go to work at the score bench.
So 62-51, 11 points, we think, in this game with about 6.5 minutes remaining. Interesting, I was talking about that one loss. I was saying that, what was it, Tararua hadn't been beaten yet. They had lost to Te Kura Kokiri by a buzzer beater, and it was Te Kura Kokiri who really put up a big score on Whangamata, and I suppose, you know, that probably represents the difference between these two sides. Te Kura Kokiri in the girls' side of the draw, certainly putting in some very fine performances. We may well see them in action tomorrow. They're from Tauranga, small school. Well, they're all small schools, aren't they, relatively speaking? And that's the beauty of this system, I think, this AA system, where I always thought AA just meant batteries, but no. All about the size of the school.
It's just great to see so many young athletes out here representing their school with such passion and with smiles on their faces, as it should be.
Well, I would always remember, even though it was so long ago, I remember tournament week was always just a blast because it was time to go away. You went away with your mates. You went often to some part of the country you'd never been before at that age. And, you know, what's not to like? So it sounds as though things have been straightened out.
51-51 remains the score. It might have been just a
think
deliberation of a number of fouls. Or
yeah, or a
time.
minute added to the clock, I think. I think we might have lost a minute. Daylight saving of the basketball type.
We're back into action. Sienna Taikato missing her first from the line. That she makes her second, splitting her free throws. Cutting their deficit to 8, sorry, I should say.
So 6.5 minutes are remaining in this game. 61-53. Tararua. Well, they've never been behind, have they? The closest it's got to was 4 points.
It stopped though from Whangamata. If they can convert that defense into points, they have a thrilling finish on her hands as Bridget Moore surveys what's ahead of her, just bumps Leopold out the way. It is called for an offensive foul. The defense from Powick. Dumps it into Oswald, fires it back out to Holly Naduhe. It's off to the left, her three-pointer. Katie Oswald again, who's been tenacious on the rebound since entering the games.
Good read, Taitoko.
Slings
Nice.
it up.
She had to hurdle the hoardings at the end of the court as well.
She's asking the teammates if it went in. It didn't. So Taylor Topaki will go to the line to shoot 2.
Yes, forgive me, I said Taitoko.
There's 3 Taikatos in the game, so...
Yes, it was a good chance.
When in doubt, say Taikato. Can't convert on her free throws. Another rebound. This time for Sophie Oswald.
Good to see Oswald really still putting effort into that rebound, even when she didn't need to. No one else around her, but still a good jump.
Speaking of hustle and effort, there's...
Was that a dive or a plank or a...
Attempted dive and a swing back in. Tolia 4 having a bit of fun out there. Should have worn some knee pads, she said, as she ran up the court. Sienna Taikato trying to find a bit of space in the key. Can't get a hook shot to go. Works hard to get it back, and she might have just done that. Do come away with though, Tararua. Katie Oswald drives, fires it out to Powick for 3 from the wing. Sienna Taikato driving again, straight into Katie Oswald, gets it back and gets it to drop.
Oh, well done. That's good D by Oswald too, but the shot was up to it. So this is by no means out of the question for Whangamata. Trail by 7, but there's nigh on 5 minutes remaining.
Oh, nice move.
But that's who they have to stop, Leah Powick. She's been a machine this afternoon for Tararua.
And a good stop, appreciated by the bench from Tararua College, who have called a timeout. They want to bottle up that intensity and that effort.
Oh, probably not a bad idea either, is it? And what's the story with the timeouts? You can have, what, a couple in the first half, 3 in the second, something like that?
It changes at school basketball, I believe. I think it can be reset in the final 2 minutes of a game, for example.
Yeah, 2 timeouts in the first half, 3 in the second. I did check, because as you say, Hugh, it is different in some areas of basketball.
The feelings around timeouts in school sport, whether they need them and slows things down, but every timeout is a learning opportunity, I think.
Well, it depends how they're used, doesn't it? I mean, you can use them very much, you know, when you're in trouble and you need to have a bit of a regroup, or I guess that negative way is when your opponent is getting away on you, and you need to stop their momentum. But I still think,
I think the issue some people have is when a team is winning by a lot, they're still taking their timeouts to call moves and things like that, which can slow a tournament down, etc., etc. But it's the basketball you're going to play. If you graduate from your school and continue playing basketball in your life or career, then there are going to be timeouts. That's how it works.
Well, it's incredible, isn't it? That highest level, like, you watch the NBA sort of stuff and how the time, and the NBL for that matter, how the timeouts are used. Basketball becomes so tactical. Here we go. 4.5 minutes remaining in this final quarter. Tararua leading Whangamata. Oh, Poak somehow gets it back.
Tararua almost being dared to shoot the three. I'm going to go a rebound. Sienna Taikato. I don't know if she's taken a break for Whangamata so far in this game. It's been ever present. Here's Taylor Topaki finding Bridget Moore. Draws a foul and she'll go on the line to shoot two. Makes her first as Moore. And 2 for 2. Helpful stuff when you're trailing as they are with just 4 minutes to go. 7-point game. Lead stops. Do Whangamata.
Oh, good defence from Whangamata.
It's going to be a jump ball, and it's going to be Whangamata area school ball.
Wow, that's an important stop, as you say, Hugh. That's what you need to do, and then you need to score.
There's more finding Taikato for three off the front iron. Rebound will go the way of Tararua. Leah Poak's out in open court. The pass finds her. She squeezes round Moore and finishes nicely. Leah Poak.
Plenty of noise from the Tararua bench. Liked that shot.
Again, just maybe a little bit too rushed on the offensive side. Whangamata. Tararua find an open shot. Katie Oswald misses from long range. And here comes Bridget Moore.
Ducking under the defence of Ngaruhi.
Shoots with a toe on the three-point line. 2-on-1 for Tararua. Fake pass from Talifoa, and she finishes. It's feel like they've got more time than they think they have at Whangamata, so plenty of time to go. 3 minutes of basketball. Taikato again shoots early in the shot clock. This time rebounded.
Tunnel ball.
By Oswald, who swings the ball around in her arms and catches the mouth of Sienna Taikato. Moore from way downtown this time. That's off the back of the rim.
But you're right though, Hugh. I wonder if Whangamata just needs to do a little bit more with their offence.
Perhaps guilty of just not taking the smarter shots at this critical juncture in the game. And when they have moved the ball, they found themselves better opportunities. Speaking of better opportunities, is Leah Poak driving and finding a way on a trip to the free throw line. She's been fantastic all game for Tararua College.
Yeah, she's a player who, as the game has gone on, has just become more and more, well, classy in a way.
That's back from the free throw line. 11-point game now. Taylor Topaki driving, finding more for 3. Even that was a much better offensive possession. Even just having one pass in there led to a wide open shot as opposed to a contested 3. And down it went. Holly Naruhe though, quickly at the other end, they fire straight back to Tararua College.
Suddenly a flurry of points. 69-59.
That is a speculative long-range effort. You do get the rebound though. Who's going to come away with that? It's Siena Taikato lays out trying to get it. Eventually it is Tararua through the Oswald sisters and come away with it. Holly Naruhe, toe on the line for 2. Rebound by Poick. Good hand for Bridget Moore, and away she comes. She's got a teammate ahead of her. Siena Taikato with the layup, and that's an easy 2 points. And Whangamata, good hustle there from Moore.
Yeah, good finish, 69-61.
Couple of stops, and they're well in this, Whangamata. Still have time to be patient on offense. Who's going to come away with that? Poick in there fighting for it. Of course it's an Oswald. Got almost 80% of the rebounds, it feels, so far in this game. Swatted this time by Moore. She comes away with it. She's hounded by Tararua. Here she comes, 1 on 3. Bridget Moore skips through, foul. She'll go to the line for 2. Putting the team on her back. It's late stage, under a minute to go.
So there's only 51 seconds on the clock, 69-61. Another little bit of discussion here about perhaps timing. You'd have to say the game
about
is...
how many fouls a player has.
Yes.
Wondering. I think we're using the Glory League system, which is a fantastic system rolled out throughout New Zealand basketball, where all you need is an iPad, as you can see, being held up there, to help score the game and keep track of things. Also allows weekday warriors like myself to go over my highlights. And do you have Glory League in the league you play, Jenny?
Yes. I don't like to look at the highlights too often.
Do you have a teammate that goes through them all and clips up
no,
all the
actually,
funny bits?
Funnily enough, now that we've moved venues, so where we were playing, we had them. But I think we were a little dismayed that there weren't many highlights. So we stepped away.
It was always funny going to find the Falcon, find the pass that found someone's face instead of their hands, or the trip up on the critical moment.
It was fabulous though. During the World Masters, what was that, a couple of years ago, that all the games were up on that system, and I mean that was very cool. Because you'd have to say, yes, no, I've certainly never featured in televised basketball before, or ever again. They're clearly looking for something, aren't they? It must be something that matters, given that there is so little of the game left.
I wonder if it is how many fouls a player has committed. Maybe they're wondering if a player's fouled out.
Well, this will be Tararua's first win of the tournament.
And a well-deserved one if they can hold on for the next 51 and a half seconds.
Right, refs have sorted it out.
Been very impressed by young Whangamata Harahap, who you can see. Smallest person on the court, but most authoritative as well. Referees with confidence. Not an easy job at all.
Well, it's like life, isn't it? So much of life is confidence. And here's the press from Whangamata.
Back underway, full court press. Beaten easily though by Tararua, and smartly, and it ends up with 2 points. That is good basketball from Tararua College. They were ready for it. Their timeout. Siena Taikato with a floater from the elbow, the teardrop, can't get it to go, and that might be it, I think. With 35 seconds to go and a 9-point deficit. And that's Reggie Miller walks into the gym and pulls off one of his miracles. Here comes Tararua, straight over halfway. They can afford to take their time. Or just take another 2 points.
So let's do that.
Courtesy of Katie Oswald from mid-range. Taylor Tupaki puts it up. Can't get it to go. And she started the scoring. Can she finish it? Holly Nature for 2. So win number 1 for Tararua College.
And you've got to say, in a way, Hugh, it will be a score that perhaps flatters Tararua a little, as that is all over. It's the buzzer. It's an end to the game. There you see Leah Powick and her teammates for Tararua. First win, as you say, Hugh, 75-62 over Whangamata. But for most of that game, it was a lot closer than that. Certainly at half-time, 36-27, so just a 9-point buffer. And then it got very close. I think in the third quarter, 4 points at one stage. But Tararua were good enough. They were able to, when it mattered, pull away and make sure that they got the win. A lot of it through the skill of Leah Powick, but they're a pretty good team all round, really. Those Ngaruhi sisters, Holly and Ruby May. Ruby May fouled out sort of early in that fourth quarter, and then the Oswalds, Katie and particularly Sophie, but another player who delivered big time, Tofo Toliafawa, as the teams do their congratulations. And Whangamata still with the 1 win. But they'll be pleased with some aspects of their game, but they were up against a pretty good side, well-drilled side. Justine Valois and Bonnie Scott, the co-coaches of Tararua, and they'll be pleased to get that win by their name. But they're also very, very pleased with this young player who's coming out to talk to Hugh now, and he is with Leah Powick.
Here with Leah Powick, good win,
yes.
Good performance, first win in the tournament so far. You guys must be feeling great.
Yeah, we're feeling pretty good. We had to make sure we kept our intensity levels up in that game, work hard, get the sweat going, all of that stuff. Keep communicating, that was one of our key focuses, yeah.
You personally had a great Nationals last year. Obviously, you must be really disappointed not to happen this year, but what do you make of this tournament being pulled together at such late notice?
Yeah, we're very grateful that we have the opportunity to compete in a tournament like this at such late notice as well, and it's good to see so many competitive teams here as well vying for the top 3 spots, so yeah.
One thing I noticed about you guys, you just look like you're having the most fun out there. Every time out, every half-time, smiles, laughs, giggles, it looks like you're having a great time.
I suppose that it helps us to keep that team chemistry together, forget about any mistakes that have happened on the court, focus on lifting each other up rather than focusing on the negatives, and yeah, boil up tonight, so yeah.
Oh, nice, well, go enjoy. Congratulations on your win, you deserve it. Thanks, Leah.
Oh, very sweaty.
All good.
So Tararua College there, Leah Powick, yeah, what a key player she is for their side. Of course, we'll be seeing her again in action again later on tonight. Tararua College have another game. It will be against Mercury Bay Area College. Something to look forward to. I tell you what is going to be a cracker of a game. That's going to be our next one, coming to you at 5:45. It's from the boys' side of the draw. It is Te Araha College, unbeaten so far, and they will be playing Open High School. See you there.